victim of life. Yes, the one effective habit that can be practiced and that can be called the aqua regia of all other habits is to select a piece of work in the day which involves service on the physical plane, trying to do something that is useful to someone on the physical plane, not the intellectual plane, and spending as much time as possible. It may be half an hour or 1 hour a day. That is the most effective habit forming effort that I know. It makes the required changes in everyone. One should submit himself to a piece of work which is useful to others, and the work should belong to the physical plane. That is, our body should be involved in it. That is my experience with it, because it minimizes thinking, and then thought is allowed as far as it is needed. Beyond that, thought is controlled by such a process. That is my experience. I think from this point of view, it is more fortunate to live in an unfortunate country like India, because we have much more scope to do such work. That is my experience with India also. I think there is no much effect of the stinginess or the poverty consciousness in the mind when an individual begins to approach individuals not representing any country or nation. Just if his mind approaches in an individual capacity, ignoring the identity, then that's the only way how to counteract the victim consciousness and the poverty consciousness also. For example, if I have an idea of an Indian or an American or a German, then there is a possibility of something working upon my mind. But if I make it a daily habit to do something useful to someone without having a concept of a poor man or a poor nation, etc., then it becomes easier. That's why in the spiritual practice, we are expected to grow the awareness of God consciousness in the person to whom we are helping. That is, we are expected to remember God presence in the so-called poor person or inferior person, so that our complex of inferiority or superiority is wiped off. Otherwise, it is very difficult to erase from the mind the consciousness of the helper and the helped. So, the best thing is to practice the awareness of God presence in others, especially those who are weaker than ourselves, those who are less intelligent, less healthy and less strong than ourselves. That is how the scriptures prescribe it. Little point supplementary to what you question. Whenever we help someone, there are two ways of understanding it. One is to try to help others. The other is to help himself. The scriptures teach us that doing a good thing is not for the benefit of others, because it will be automatically done by anyone if we do not do it. Someone does it better is always a truth. But when we happen to do it, we create an opportunity to make our senses and mind better. It has a purificatory value, and it is more for that purpose that we practice helping others. That is what the scriptures also teach us. If I want to practice helping others, I should not do it if I believe that others are being helped by it. I should do it if I sincerely believe that I am helped by it. So, doing good thing is purificatory in its primary value, and the mind and the senses become purer and purer of the complexes we have, because no education is available that can remove the complexes from our mind. And this is the only education we have on earth. That is to try to help others to purify ourselves. And to help others is only an instrumental value, because anyone does the same thing. If we do not do, another person does it better. If we do it, our vehicles are purified. That is what we have to understand about the right practice which can remove the complexes from the mind. And when we make it a habit, then the power of habit can be best utilized.